am back with another video, and this time we are gonna get a little bit personal. I am going to talk about something I have not talked to most of you about. I mean, a lot of close friends and people that know me know about this, but we are about to get a little too personal. All right, so by now you know what I am going to talk about, and if you don't bother reading the title. We are going to talk about my breast augmentation. Yes, I do have a breast augmentation, and I mean, we are gonna go into more detail about that, but I am going to say this before we start the video. If you have anything against plastic surgery, please exit out. This is not your video. I do not want to hear the negative comments, and I am in no way promoting plastic surgery. I just believe if you want to do something, nobody should stop you from doing it. And if that's going to make you confident, if that's going to bring you happiness, then go for it. And if it doesn't, then just stay away from it. So please, 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 I do not want to hear any negative comments, because we don't have time for that. We don't have time for anybody being mad over this video, because like I said, you can easily exit out of this video. This video won't be for you. So yeah, got a little heated there. But I know how these videos turn out to be, so I am not trying to have all that hate or negativity around me. So yeah, let's get into this video. All right guys, so the first question I will be answering for this video is, where did you get your breast augmentation / boob job? And the place I got it, yes, it's in Mexico. And to be specific, I got it in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. And the reason why I will be answering too is because it wasn't because it was cheap. It wasn't because everybody was going to Mexico or other places other than me. I live in Texas, and I mean, I chose not to go to any of these doctors because I was scared. I have heard a lot of stories from the plastic surgeons that I have around me, which would be Austin, Dallas, all that stuff. I mean, I barely did find somebody good in Dallas, but too late. I just didn't want to because I was so scared, and I like to see the work. I like to see what you got done and the work. And I was working at a couple years ago when I got it. I was working at a nightclub, and I met this girl, and we had been working for a while, and out of nowhere she goes missing for like a couple weeks, comes back, and boom. But I didn't notice it. Like, I'm not trying to be ugly or anything, but I just didn't notice it. And I was like, something's different about you, something's different. But I wasn't just trying to like get the truth out of her or anything like that. I just didn't know what was different. She's like, I got my boobs done. I was like, what? And like, yeah, like, I mean, she was wearing a bralette, so her boobs looked fresh. And I don't know why I did it. I mean, I'm not gonna be staring at a girl's boobs like, oh yeah, you got a boob job. But I was like, wow, like they look good. I asked her how many weeks, this and that, were you scared, this, that, and she answered all my questions. And then they started healing, and she got a little bit personal as well. Like, she showed me her scars and everything, and I liked the way she was healing. I liked the way the boobs looked. Like, I mean, it was too soon, but they looked perfect. And she had a small chest before, so I was like, you know what, like, I want to go to this doctor, but I'm still scared. So I did my research on that doctor. She gave me her info, and also she had told me, oh yeah, like my friends, family members go to this doctor and have gone to this doctor, and that's why I chose to. So yeah, I mean, I got comfortable with this doctor, and that's where I found my doctor, not because it was cheap or anything like that. I will be talking about the pricing as well, but it was somebody that my gut told me to go to because I had seen his work, and I had gotten in contact with him, and he was very professional, very friendly. I mean, of course, plastic surgeons have to be like that, of course. It's business. But yeah, I just got comfortable, and I decided to go to Reynosa. And I mean, it was another thing that got me comfortable with going to Mexico, was because it was like right by the border. Literally, you cross the border in like 4 minutes the hospital's right there. So I was like, okay, what's gonna happen, right? Okay, second question is, how much was your consultation? And I am going to be honest with you, my consultation did not cost me anything that I believe, and I will get into more detail with the pricing. But I started, so my consultation was, I guess I had two. So the first one was through emails, pictures. I told him, I emailed him, I asked like if he could if he had a spot for me. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place, but I was like, hey, I'm ready to get a boob job. I was like all in. I literally told him, so-and-so's friend, you did an amazing job on her, I want my boobs done. So he was like, he messaged me back, well, he emailed me back. He's like, great, let's get you started. What are you looking for? What are you this? What are you that? I told him everything that I was looking for, and then he asked me about, I guess, my medical history and all that stuff. So I sent an email with all that stuff, and then we started talking about pricing and about what was gonna happen with the procedure, what was gonna end up happening after the procedure, during, all that good stuff. And he gave me instructions. He was very, very professional. And yeah, when I got there, that was, well, I mean, I don't know how this works now. I don't know if that's the perfect consultation, but when I got there, I arrived, they put me in the room and everything, and that's when the doctor went in and marked me up, talked to me a little bit more, just in case, because the emails, I mean, it lasted about 2 weeks until I finally, like a back and forth email, until I finally went for my procedure. So he marked me up, he talked to me, I was scared, I was just like second guessing everything, and I was like, should I go home, should I go home, should I go home? I was just scared. You just get those nerves like come in out of nowhere, and you're just like freaking out. But that's me all the time. And yeah, like I just talked to him a little bit more, and the thing is that I was scared that he was gonna put something in my body that I didn't want, like too big or too small. So you talk to him, and yeah, like, I mean, we talked for a good while, and he left the room, and I feel like that was my second consultation. Also, something I don't want to forget to put out there is that during my consultation through emails and stuff like that, me giving him information, my medical history and all that stuff, he asked me for pictures. A lot of people are not comfortable with pictures, so I never sent him, because my friend never sent him pictures, but you are supposed to. It's not like you're just randomly sending pictures to a random stranger, if that makes sense. But yeah, I was so scared, and I mean, nothing was wrong with my boobs, but I was just like so shy and like so self-conscious that I just told him my size, my bra size, which was, I was a 32.8 at the time. So I was just like, yeah, when I have them ready, I'll send them. And I never did. And that's bad, but it's okay. He took pictures and everything before the procedure with my other consultation. So he made sure to have everything before he went all. Next question is, are you able to breastfeed? And yes, I am able to breastfeed. So that was my main question when I went in. I asked the doctor, am I gonna be able to breastfeed? I'm sorry, I just went all over the place. And he answered me yes. And I told him I didn't want my implant to go under the muscle, so that is the only way I thought that I was going to be able to breastfeed, because of course I was reading here and there, but I also didn't read a lot about it. So he's like, no, I don't do under the muscle, I do submuscular, and what happens is that the implant goes, it's going to be still behind the breast tissue, which it will allow you to breastfeed. And the only reason I was concerned about breastfeeding is because I did kind of, I know TMI, but I did kind of breastfed my baby girl, which is the only kid I have, and she's 6 years old, but I only breastfed her like for a month. I don't know, it just never happened. But yeah, I mean, my concern was that just in case I had another kid, do I think about having kids? More kids? Probably not. But that is not about this video, right? So we're gonna leave that there. And yeah, I mean, I am able to breastfeed, which I'm happy because you never know what happens in life. And ask your doctor about that. Next question is, what size were you back then and what size are you now? So back then I already mentioned what size I was. I was a 32A, and yes, I'm sad. It's just I wasn't comfortable with that size, so I'm saying it's sad. But if you have an A, then girl, rock it. If you are comfortable in your own body, then go ahead. I just wasn't. But I was a 32A, and I know Victoria's Secret runs very, very like small. So I'm going off of Victoria's Secret sizes, and now I am a 32, which is the waistband, I guess. I mean the waistband. Oh my god. What goes around, I know it's not a waistband. What goes around the U. And I am a 32 triple D, and I could fit into a 34 double D. So those are my sizes. I know, do not come at me that I don't have triple Ds or double Ds. I know that, but it's just how Victoria's Secret runs, I guess. But I am a very, very small band, so I guess that plays a lot in that. But yeah, I know I don't have double D. Next question is, when did you feel like you needed a boob job? So yes, that is true. You do feel it when you need a boob job or when you want a boob job. So I've always wanted a boob job. I always told my mom I was very uncomfortable. I have been like very uncomfortable of how I look, not in an ugly way. Do not come at me. I've always just thought that I could better myself. Just like I put myself in the gym, I thought that my body, I mean, people would see me like, oh no, you don't need to go to the gym, but I wanted to better my body. I wanted to better myself. So in those little things, like I would judge myself. But I would always see girls with big boobies, and I would always just want to have bigger breasts. So, I mean, I didn't want something huge. And I mean, my mom's sister, my tia, has big boobs, and my mom doesn't, but my mom has decent boobs. But I was an A. I'm like, Mom, what happened? Could you give me some? Like, you couldn't bless me with a little bit? But I'd rather have a butt than boobies, because I could always buy my boobies. Do not judge me on that, guys. Please, please, please. It's just my preference. But I was glad that I had some booty, and I didn't have boobies, I guess. But I had always told myself I want a breast augmentation. And I never thought I was gonna get one until I started saving up my money, and it was quick, and I was like, what? Am I really doing this? And the day came, and bam, I did it. Next question is, I am gonna include this one here, even though it's like, I mean, it is related to this video, but not so much. Well, it is, I don't know how y'all are gonna take it, but it is, do you promote plastic surgery? I don't promote plastic surgery, but like I said earlier, I feel like if you are uncomfortable with your body and want to get something done and have the money for, then by all means, go ahead. Like, ain't nobody here in this world that is supposed to judge you, except my God. But I'm religious, and if you are not, let's not talk about that. Let's not get into that. But I just believe that one person can judge me, and that is all. And I know it goes against many things that we get into religion, but at the same time, I wanted to become comfortable in my own skin, and I wanted to improve that part of me, so I went ahead and did it. Do I have anything else done? I am going to go and answer that. No, I do not. And I should have did it separately so I could get more into depth. But no, I do not have anything else done other than my breast augmentation. And since we are being real already, I do have lip fillers, but I'm pretty sure you knew that. Not so much, it's just a little bit. But yeah, I just strongly believe that if you are wanting to do something to yourself, and it's in a good way, like towards plastic surgery, do not think ugly things, you should go ahead and do it. You have the money for it. Don't let anybody tell you. Like, that's you. You do what you want. You do what's gonna make you happy. Also, I do not like that people think that you modify your body because of other people. I did everything that I have done to myself because I wanted to do it. I did not do it for no boy. I did not do it for no guy. I did not do it for anybody to please anybody. I do it for myself. It makes me more confident, and trust me when I say this. My confidence when I didn't have boobies to now, girl, it's up there like crazy. And no, I'm not cocky, I'm not this, I'm not that, but like I just feel more me. Like I feel like more comfortable in my skin. So that's why I did it. And no, I do not promote it, but if you are happy with what you're gonna get done, go ahead. Next question is, how many cc's did you end up getting? And the amount of cc's I got was 340 cc's. And I had told him to do whatever he needed to do. Honestly, I never agreed, and this is probably bad, but I never agreed on how many cc's I wanted in my body. So, I mean, not my body, but my breasts. So I told him, I trust you. I just need you to give me something that goes with my body. I do not want too big because I didn't want to tell him, oh, I want double D's, but that's not going to go with my body. So I wanted to be honest, I wanted my main focus to be my butt and then my boobs to be proportionate, to my body. So he did his thing and he went ahead and put 340 cc's, which, girls, I was so scared when I took off the bandage. Because going from literally really small boobs to just unwrapping them and they're super swollen, and it just freaked me out and I started crying. I was like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? These are too big. But girl, it's just because they were swollen. But I am very, very happy with my 340 cc's. And I mean, I don't regret it, honestly. And if y'all were wondering, one of the questions was that as well, do you regret getting your breast augmentation? I do not. I love it, love it, love it. He did a great job and they look so natural. He left me so natural that I want to thank him like so many times. I'm sorry, I cannot speak. And would I go back to that doctor? Yes, I would. Like if I plan on getting another breast augmentation, like if I had another kid, I would go a little bit bigger just because, I mean, your body changes and stuff like that. Something to go with my body more. I would totally just go back to that doctor. Next question is, how much did it cost? So this was in Mexico, and I at first thought they were gonna give me the amount in pesos, which is what they have over there. Over here we have dollars, over there they have pesos. So he had given me the price of $4,300, and he did of course say that he needed me to take them in cash. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't know why, but honestly, I don't know why I was thinking I was gonna take my card and swipe it. Excuse me, but obviously we don't have the same cards unless you have like a worldwide bank, and I don't have money like that. But I took the 4,300, paid them, and yeah, that was it. It included everything, like what they were gonna put on me, my surgery, the anesthesia, the stay, everything. Like it just included everything, and he gave me the price, and boom, which I think it's an amazing price. And that's it. Yeah, like I was in shock when he told me 4,300. I was like, what? For real? For everything? Because I know over here they charge you for certain things, this and that, and all this crazy stuff, but that was the price. Next question I have is, where was your incision made? And my incision was made under my breast. And I decided I wanted it that way because I have heard so many things, and obviously everybody's pain tolerance is different. So I had heard that the through the armpit was the most painful, because like whenever you try to move and all that scar tissue and all that craziness is just too much. So I didn't want one around my areola, if y'all know what that means. And if you don't, then you're too young to be in here watching this. And yeah, I didn't want to have that scar around it or under it. So I was like, you know, the perfect scar, I mean, for them to, I mean, it has to go somewhere. Like, they had to cut you. You're going to have a scar. I preferred on the bottom of my breast because it was like going to be hidden. And I mean, do I regret that decision? Heck no, because I don't know if it's me or I don't know if it's the way I took care of my scars, that you can barely, and I'm saying barely, see them. And I feel like I did a great job, but it's also, I guess, how I heal, because I've noticed some scars that I have heal very great. So, I mean, it comes from the two sides, taking care of them and healing great. Next question is, how old were you when you got your breast augmentation, or how long ago was it? So I was 24 years old and I am now 26. So my breast augmentation is about to turn 2 years old, and happy birthday to them soon in a couple months. And yeah, I was 24 years old, and that was kind of like a birthday gift to myself. Last but not least, the last question that I have is, was it painful? The recovery / right after. So right after this surgery, I was obviously under meds, I was under anesthesia, whatever it is, and I didn't feel much. I was very drowsy, I guess, and I slept it off until we took off, because we did drive there and it wasn't far from here. So when we were on our way back, it wasn't that crazy pain, but of course uncomfortable, and I mean, every little bump or something I would feel it. But I had meds. They didn't prescribe me anything strong. They didn't even prescribe me anything like strong that I know of, that I remember. I think the only things that I was taking was ibuprofens and like strong ibuprofens, but that's pretty much it, other than my antibiotics and my meds that he gave me. But he didn't prescribe me no strong pain meds, which I was amazed by, because taking whatever I had to take, I could tolerate it. So I could move, but it would hurt, of course, because you're sore. There's something in your body that your body has never had, so it's like kind of like acting weird, and like there's pain there, but I wasn't crying. I did have, now that we are personal in here, I did have a C-section, and even the C-section for me, I didn't think it was so painful. Of course, when it made me get up from my bed, like to walk and stuff, for me to go like to the restroom and stuff like that, when the nurses did all that, when I had my C-section, that was the most painful thing ever. But even me getting up after my surgery, like to leave the room, to come back to my house, I wasn't in crazy pain like I was. So I don't think it's very, very painful, but like I said, everybody's pain tolerance is different, so do not go over there and go get a breast augmentation and say, oh, it didn't hurt, she said it didn't hurt. But no, I am telling you, all this is from my experience. Do not be like, yeah, she said this didn't happen, so I'm just gonna go do it. No, this is from my experience, what happened to me. I'm just being open to y'all and giving y'all some advice or some answers to what you might have in mind. But yeah, I mean, I did have to be very, very soft with everything I did. I couldn't carry anything heavy for 6 weeks until he gave me the okay. And even after the 6 weeks, I couldn't do so many, like I couldn't carry like crazy weights or anything like that. It's little by little, it's a process, but I made sure to take care of my body, because you do have the crazy consequences if you don't, especially after spending all that money. You want to take care of that surgery like it's gold, and of course it is, because you just spent all that money. I don't have money to throw away like that. But yeah, it wasn't painful, and I noticed as like after week 2, I didn't have to be on meds. Like I didn't have to be on pain meds, because I had to be on my meds. But no, I didn't have to do all that craziness. And yeah, I mean, it is painful, but it wasn't as painful as my C-section. And as promised, I will be announcing my winner from last week's video. And the winner is Samantha Lucas. And girl, all you have to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram, proving it's you, so we could get in touch and talk about where I will be sending your money. And yeah, guys, I do giveaways every now and then, and they're mostly, honestly, all of them are $100 in prizes. So all you have to do is keep up and be subscribed to my channel. And keep an eye out, because I randomly give $100 in giveaways. So yeah, that is all. Alright guys, that is all for today. That is all for this video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Click on the little bell to get a notification every time I post a video. And you guys have an amazing rest of the week. I will see y'all guys Wednesday.